Konami Studios. Now here's a show I was super excited to talk about because I knew when it was airing, when it dropped, I was like, this is definitely for me. This is everything I wanted in a show like this. So this is Earth to Ned. Now if you don't know what Earth to Ned is, this is a new show on Disney Plus from the Jim Henson Company and all the amazing puppeteers down there, about an alien named Ned who comes to Earth in order to rule it and invade it and destroy it, but instead he falls in love with it due to its celebrities. You know, story as old as time, the Kardashians saving Earth. It's just really fun. It's this lighthearted, super cool talk show that doesn't take itself seriously, knows what its target audience is, and is willing to make jokes that are funny. This is kind of what I wanted the Muppets now to be, is you're taking these puppets, you're doing something that's a little immature, but a little reverent to what came before, and it's very intelligent and interesting. It is honestly one of my favorite talk shows in the last couple years, just because it's like, we're getting guests on who understand what we're doing. We're not getting guests on who are just here to promote something. These people are here because they understand what this show is trying to be. It's not serious, it's just silly, it's campy, it's fun. You're talking to an alien and his alien sidekick. You're not here to talk about some serious thing you're promoting. You're just having fun talking about the stuff you're passionate about, whatever the topic of the day is, and then you might play a silly game or a stupid game later. It's just fun. It's just this really interesting story, and I just really think it's exactly what late night needed, or not even late night, just talk shows needed, is this kind of less stupid social media attached story or like episode where it's like, oh, we gotta do carpool karaoke or just sing the lyrics to this. It's more like, hey, Jillian Jacobs, let's talk about stuff you like. Or hey, Billy D. Williams, what are you afraid of? That kind of stuff. It's just really fun and lighthearted, and everything this show needed, desperately needed for the talk show realm, man. It's just so fun and interesting. The designs look really cool. Ned himself is this big alien with 4 arms, a big bobbly head. The blue looks incredible, just like the color blue they use. Just the way the puppet moves too is really incredible, because each of his individual fingers can move at times. He looks really cool. I like the way he looks a lot, and the voice is fantastic. It's very Graham Norton for some reason. Every time I see him, I'm like, this feels very Graham Norton. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but I just think that's really interesting. And of course, you got the self-loathing sidekick in Cornelius, who's this kind of smaller, scruffy-looking dog-like creature who kind of actually goes around to Earth in a couple episodes and experiences stuff, like he talks to a ghost, he gets groomed. It's just a bunch of weird stuff like that. It's cute. It's just really cute, and it's kind of like parodying the formula that is late night, but also doing something different with it, which I think is kind of cool. And it holds a reverence for all these things too, you know, because it's like, it kind of themes the episodes in certain ways. Like sometimes it's about, well, what makes a good sidekick? You know, what is the idea of comedy? What is Star Wars? Why do we like being scared in horror movies and stuff? Eli Roth was on this show. That was just really surprising because it's Eli Roth. That just seems weird, doesn't it? Something about that just seemed weird to me. I think he did that House of a Clock and its Walls. Cool, but that was just like, really? Eli Roth? And he had a lot of fun. You could tell he was screaming and just enjoying himself. It feels like just a really fun show. Like, it's just so enjoyable and interesting, and something that late night needed and talk shows needed, because it's not going to be your stupid, silly Kimmel or Fallon or Myers or Corden stuff. It's just stuff you like. And if you guys want to hear more about my opinions on the late night host, you can watch my Geek Wave episode where I talk about it, because that's one of my favorite videos I've ever done on this channel. Like, this is exactly what I wanted from a talk show. You're getting people who understand the formula. You're talking about stuff that's kind of silly, but you could still enjoy it if you don't really love it as much as you think. You got colorful characters making funny jokes. The best joke of the entire show. I don't know why this one just slayed me when it happened. Robert and Bindi Irwin were on there just talking about like animals and why we love them and stuff. But so Ned zooms in some puppies, so some puppies just beam up, and like Robert picks one up and he's holding it up to Ned, and Ned just looks at the dog and he's like, "So puppy, do you have any regrets?" And Robert just starts laughing like, what the hell's going on? This is ridiculous. But it's just one of those perfectly timed jokes that could go over your head, or it could just be something that you forget. I love it a lot. Or when he's talking to like Jillian Jacobs, he's like, how much money do you make? And she's like, oh, still probably less than you for some reason. I think it's funny. Like, it's just that great kind of simple humor, and it's just very enjoyable, very cool. I thought it was going to be weekly because, Disney Plus, they've been doing a lot of weekly shows, because if it was weekly, I was going to be like, we'll talk about one episode or two episodes every couple of weeks, but since it's all together here, we'll just do a quick non-spoiler talk about it. So it's just really fun. I think you guys will like it. It is 10 episodes. They're about 22 to 24 minutes each, and it's something I thoroughly enjoy. So Earth to Ned, the best talk show in a long time? Yes. What do I give it? I give it an 8 out of 10. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.